Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing an AoE4 civilization guide as I've been doing for all 8 civilizations. Today we've got the Rus, or the Rus depending on how you pronounce it. We'll stick with the Rus for this video. And as promised, I'm going to be going through all 8 civilizations from English all the way down to the Abbasid dynasty, showing off what I consider to be the best build and the most consistent build with each civilization so you guys can replicate them in your own games. These are the same builds I'm using at the top of the ladder and I'm having a ton of success with. Other players at the top ladder are kicking my ass with them, so it's very good to showcase them in some easy to follow, hopefully, tutorials so you guys can use them in your own game and climb that ladder and improve as a player as well. Alright, so we've got the Rus for this one, and before we get started, I'm going to just give you guys a quick overview of what you want to do with the Rus. The important thing to note is that hunting cabins, a hunting cabin opening is probably the best thing to do with them. It's like the most standard. Make a hunting cabin near the woodline. But then you also want to go professional scouts at some point in that game, usually in early feudal. So that's like the two things they want to do like almost every game. Professional scouts is like super strong with the civilization. And you also want to kill all the hunts on the map to get that bounty stacked up. Since I'm playing as the AI, I might leave his deer patch because your opponent will usually deny you some deer. So I'll take 3 deer patches if I find them, as well as any sheep and wolves just to kind of replicate a real game here. Let's hop into it and see what we can do. And yeah, the important thing is just to keep an eye on the professional scout strategy, and then after that you can adapt. I will be showcasing a fast castle in this video, so it's going to be fast castle plus professional scouts. That's the strategy. Again, I'm not giving a specific unit because it's super flexible. The meta right now is the horse archers, but if they get nerfed in the future and they're no longer in the meta, do anything else. You can do archer knights in feudal age because you get access to the knights in feudal age. You can go for spears to defend or to put pressure if you're against a lot of cavalry. You can go for a fast castle men at arms, fast castle knights. Anything works, but I'll showcase the fast castle into horse archers for this one. But again, stay flexible. Professional scouts and the early hunting cabin are the main things to take away. Let's hop into it and see what's popping. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do, after going onto the sheep, send 2 bills to make a hunting cabin. I'm going to scout around with the scouts. After one of them finishes, he will make a lumber camp. The other one will make a house and then go right back to taking the sheep. Villagers from the town center will go straight to the sheep. After you make the hunting cabin, we'll make 3 scouts from the hunting cabin. And that should be a really good opening to find all those sheep and hunt on the map, pretty much. Alright, let's go for it here. A lot of sheep will be the name of the game. Alright, hunting cabin's built. The scouts will come out right away. And we're going to go ahead and just pick off all these hunts. Oh, one of them, he forgot to make the house for some reason. I don't know why, so we're going to have to just adapt there. He should have made that house, but that's okay. Yeah, should be totally fine here. Yeah, pop cap for a tiny bit, but we're fine. Alright, now just use the scouts to scout the map and find those deer patches, pretty much. Alright. So for those who aren't familiar with the Rus, the hunt gets us what's called bounty, and that gives us free gold. As you guys can see, I'm getting gold. The bounty system is explained perfectly on this side, and you can also get it from the learn tab as well. I'm going to be picking up the wolves. This is exactly how you want to go about things. We're going to go for the 4 scouts in the early game. And try to scout the map as fast as possible. Send some scouts towards your opponent as well, because you want to scout his area as well. And keep the wolves chasing you as much as possible. And when you have a good amount of sheep, you want to send them back to the town center as well. Once you get 10 on food, start rallying some vills to the wood line now as well. Use your scouts to scout the map. Very nice. And we'll take this deer patch as well. Awesome stuff. Yeah, make sure the wolf is still following you. You bring the wolf back to the town center and he gets killed from the town center. Alright, so I made a good amount of scouts. Look how fast the map is getting scouted. Like, look how fast the map is getting scouted. It's so strong. The Rus, if you like high mobility, straight out the gate aggression, Rus is the way to go here. Sorry, we should be continuing to rally to wood here. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and make a house with one of the food bills as well, just to stay safe on that. And continue to look for some hunt now using the scouts. It's very hard to do this, by the way. Even I'm struggling here. I'm not the best Rus player, to be honest, but even I'm struggling here to kind of scout the map as fast as possible, not idle my scouts. Okay. And I'm already at 250 bounty, which is amazing. Gets 10% more gather rates for food. And as soon as you can click up, you just use 5 villagers from your food to click up to the golden gates. Always go golden gates with this kind of fast castle build. The Kremlin's not bad, but I'd only suggest it for like niche uses for the Kremlin. Alright, let's look for this side of the map, and then we'll go here. Scout that side. Like the whole map is scouted. Literally the whole map is scouted. I won't use this deer patch because like usually your opponent will deny like at least one deer patch. Just to replicate a real game, I won't use it. Usually you should get around 250 bounty. That's like a good roost game when you have 250 bounty. I'd say that's solid. Let's go back. There's one deer here. What the hell? Okay, that's kind of random. I probably just left that guy there. Oh, nice. You have a sheep. Bring that back to the town center. Alright, at this point, that's a good amount of wood. Go right back to the gold. And of course, all the builders here will be shown using graphics on the screen. Or not all, but some graphics to help follow the build will be shown on screen. And the extensive builder in a PDF guide will be provided in my Discord to subscribers to my Twitch stream. The links to both of those will be in the YouTube description, of course. Let's bring those scouts back now as well. Awesome. And of course now you're going to be able to afford professional scouts. If you can't, what you want to do right away, because if you get less bounty, you don't have as much gold, sell 100 wood right away and you can almost always afford professional scouts right off the bat. Very important to get that right away. And then you want to bring all your scouts back to the town center at this point, because you're going to drop off all your sheep to the town center. Very important to do this so you don't run out of sheep. And then from your town center, you're going to go ahead and go to your first deer patch. I recommend going straight to your opponent's deer patch to take that before he can take it. Very important to deny that hunt. However, if you need quick hunts, if you're running out of sheep or running low on sheep, just take the ones close to you. It's no problem. Alright, and the interesting thing about Roost as well is that after you get professional scouts, we're actually going to queue 3 more scouts. It's really important, and by the way, kill any wolf you see on the map. It's very good for the bounty. It's very good to go up to 7 scouts with Roost, and I'll tell you why once we get to the cav archers. But the scouts can tank a lot, and they also help take out buildings. So like getting more scouts is really, really good in this matchup, or not in this matchup, but in this civilization, with the civilization. Alright, so let's quickly take the scouts, take the deer now, and then we're going to sell wood from our golden gates, and then we'll be going for the fast castle approach through this. Here we go, pick up the deer now, go ahead and pick up this deer, go right back to my base. And keep rallying to food until you can click up, basically. We'll just need to wait for 2 more golden tickets. Golden gate tickets. They come every minute, by the way, if you're wondering. Oh, another wolf. I lost that guy from earlier. Whoops. Really bring him under the town center. That should finish him off. There we go. Yeah, nice. Very good. And of course, there's a lot of bounty. Usually, you don't get this much. I will kind of preface that. Usually, you don't get this much bounty because your opponents, well, at least at the high level, will try to deny. At lower levels, maybe they won't. So, abuse it while you can. All right, and we should be able to click up relatively soon here. And that wood we're floating, it looks like it's really bad to float this much wood, but it's actually totally fine because we're going to drop 3 ranges and a blacksmith in a second here. And 7 is the correct number with professional scouts because you can easily pick up all those guys super easily. Bring them right back to the town center, and that's that whole deer patch done with 7 scouts, which is really strong. Bring that back to the town center, go to the next patch, and as soon as you can click up, you want to get the Abbey of Trinity and do it right next to your town center. It's very important to do it right next to your town center to make sure that it goes up as fast as possible and that you don't get it denied. And now we're going to send vills to the wood, so rally vills to wood, and go nothing but archery ranges for the cow archers. If you want to do anything else, you can definitely do it. You can just go like stables at this point and adapt your economy as such. If you're going stables, you just take a little bit more gold and go for knights. No problem. It works totally fine. I'm going to go ahead and take some good deer. Kind of tedious to do it, but it's part of the job as professional scouts. And yeah, you have 3 archer ranges plus that blacksmith, and you should be good to go. Okay. And once you get to this position, you want to, and that's an 8-minute castle time, which is pretty crazy. Like, just in this position, you should be in a fantastic position to win the game. Go take my opponent's deer now. Alright. You want to get out as soon as you can, start making cav archers. And now you just use your golden gate to balance your economy and be able to afford the monks as well. If you want to, what you should do, actually, I actually forgot to do this, which is my fault. I should have gotten a wooden fortress on the wood line. So I'm going to do that right now, as soon as I can afford it. I'll just pump out some cav archers. Yeah, that actually helps get you more wood, and it keeps you safe as well. So that was completely my fault. You should get that at the start of feudal age when you can afford it, after professional scouts. And you also want to use the golden gate now to balance your economy. So if you have too much wood, too much food, you just sell some. Go pick up relics using the Abbey of Trinity. Continue to pick up deer here. And continue to make cav archers. Try to keep your cav archers grouped up. I know it's tempting to go raid with them, but it's good to keep them grouped up because they work the best when they're in high mass. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and make a second. Sell some of that. I'm going to go ahead and make a second lumber camp soon. The next one I'll buy some wood. But I'll continue making some warrior monks now to pick up my relics. Go back with the food. And you just get like a ton of economy. You continue to snowball from that. You want to get the steeled arrow upgrade as soon as you can as well. Cost 50 wood and 125 gold. A pretty good deal. And you continue producing warrior monks throughout the entire game, plus cav archers pretty much. If you need to make a transition, feel free to do so, of course. Keep yourself flexible. But this strategy is very, very strong at the moment when this video is being made. And you can really rely on the horse archers to carry your position. If you need to make houses, you make them using the food villagers and not using the wood villagers, because wood is the most important resource right now. Alright, continue pumping out those cav archers. And of course, at this point, you want to attack your opponent as well with the cav archers while continuing to bring back the deer. I always mess them up. And like, I have got a ton of food under my TC, and I'm still going back for some more deer as well. After you get all the deer, and by the way, we're going to pick up the relics now as well. It's very important to continue picking up the relics. Continue rallying woods. If you want another wood line, just feel free to go for that. If you want to make more ranges, feel free to go for that. After you got all the deer, let's pretend we got all the deer now. Use your scouts in combination with your horse archers to attack. The scouts kill all the buildings and they tank arrows, whereas the horse archers kill literally everything else. You want to kill villas? It's 4 shots per villager, so it's very simple. And look how strong these guys are at raiding. With the high mobility, pick up some villas, go back to that guy. There we go. And then you can use your scouts to tank while continuing to produce at home as well. Get the relics back in. And you get those things fast. And then continue making warrior monks after that as well. If your opponent has some spears, you can just kite them away as well. Or if anything he has, you can just kite and then use the scouts to tank. It's just such a strong composition. Alright, that's going to be pretty much the end of this video. If you start running out of food, take the boars on the map. It's really good for bounty. And you can just send, take 9 villagers, make a mill, and then a hunting cabin, and then a wooden fortress, and then just take the boar. Very simple. Continue to attack using horse archers, and if you want more scouts, you can make from the hunting cabin, or you can make the warrior monks. Keep the warrior monks in the combat, by the way. Like, after you pick up a few relics, use your warrior monks to fight, because they actually provide a buff to all your units if all they have to do is attack, and they give a little aura buff, so it's really strong. So keep your warrior monks, your scouts, and your horse archers together, and continue running in and out of your opponent's base, harassing your opponent constantly, and developing your economy at home by just sending villas to wood. Like, it's so simple. And yeah, picking up the relics. 3 relics is good. If you want to, you just go ahead and make a monastery. That's going to double your warrior monk production, which are, again, a key unit here, and lets you continue making your horse archers. The last thing I'm going to mention for the guide, once you can afford it, you get the Warrior's Fortitude. It gives all cavalry, scouts, warrior monks, cav archers, knights, plus 20 HP. Very strong in that mid game. Use the golden gate to balance anything you need. You grab it at the golden gate. Look at that. I can almost afford it. Just need 50 more gold. Got it. There you go. And notice I'm not mining any gold. I'm just using the relics as my gold income, as well as the hunting cabin on the wood, which is going to be 22 gold per minute. That's going to be it for this video. The Roos little guide here. Fast castle into cav archers. Remember, stay flexible. The professional scouts is the thing you want to do pretty much almost every game. But then after that, you can play feudal age, knights, and archers, or you can easily play like fast castle into men at arms, fast castle into picking up some relics and going mangonels, or anything you really want from that position on. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.